So CF number 3. Before one begins to recite Shema, he should have in mind that with recitation he intends to fulfill the mitzvah of reciting Shema that the Holy One, blessed be He, commanded us. So that's first obligation. So HaShem told us to recite Shema. This is one of the 613 mitzvahs, and I accept upon myself this obligation. Continue. When he says words Shema Yisrael, he should concentrate on the following meaning. Okay, so let's see the commentary. Okay, so let me read the commentary first, and then we continue. One who did not concentrate on the meaning, on the words of the verse of the Shema Yisrael, Baruch Shem, etc., has not fulfilled his obligation and must repeat from the beginning of the Shema until the end of the first passage. Shulchan Aruch, Mishnah Brura. Okay. One must also be careful when repeating the verse Shema Yisrael not to recite it aloud, as such a double recitation gives impression of one who is accepting upon himself the sovereignty of two deities. God forbid. Mishnah Brura. Okay, so let me understand. Let me explain what it says. So it says, so when we say, especially this first verse, Shema Yisrael, HaShem Elokeinu, HaShem Echad, right? So you have to concentrate that you accept HaShem as a king over everything. He's the only one. He's the king and he's the only one, right? So, and it says if you did not have this this concentration, so the Shulchan Aruch said that you have to repeat the Shema, but don't say it out loud. When you say it out loud, big issue. So people, what is the big issue? See, people around you were here Shema Yisrael, and then he said again Shema Yisrael. So basically the guy is saying Shema Yisrael, here Israel, right? This is our God, and 1.5 minutes later or 30 seconds later, he said again Shema Yisrael, this is also our God. So basically, it looks like, right, on the surface, that he accepts two deities upon himself. That's for sure, right? We don't do that. So they say if he could not concentrate, say it quietly, even without closing your eyes with a hand, like so nobody have to see.
Why when, for example, a rabbi quotes a pasuk when he quotes Shema, right? He says Shema Yisrael, HaShem Elokeinu. Why can't he just say the whole pasuk? Well, like with Hashem saying.
All right, okay, you're right. So technically, there is no problem. Since it's a complete pasuk from the beginning to the end, he has said that he can say completely the way it's pronounced. You're right, 100%. But we're trying to be careful and not to be in this situation when sometimes we would like somebody interrupt us or we have our thoughts like you want to add something. Like says sometimes you're speaking and then you forgot to say, oh, well, 1 second, and you want to go back and it's going to be in the middle of the pasuk and you did not finish. That's the issue.
So so I have a question.
But technically, you're right 100%. It is absolutely allowed to say the way you're supposed to. You're right 100%. Yeah.
So on the last word in echad, do we pronounce it echad or do we make a ch like a complete?
Okay, let's. It's all in here. So let's get to it, and we're going to see the intention, what you should supposed to have, and everything. It's in this Siman. Okay, continue. Same sentence from the beginning again. When he says the word Shema Yisrael, he should concentrate on the following meaning: Hear, O Israel, that Hashem, who is our God, so we accept as our God. He is Hashem, who is one and only and unique in heaven and the earth. So you accept him as the only one everywhere, heaven and earth everywhere. He should draw out the letter Ches, exactly as you said, in the words Echad. So I thought it's an extra halacha, but it's actually this.
Yeah, my question wasn't about drawing it out. My question was, what's it called? So there's the Hey and there's the Ches. So I'm saying
this is Ches.
Yeah, correct. So is it just supposed to be a normal? Is it just is the Ches supposed to sound or is it supposed to be more?
Okay, so let's read and then we explain. Okay, let's read. He should draw out the letter ches, echad, right? In the word echad, long enough to declare in his mind sovereignty of the Holy One, blessed be He in the heaven and the earth. So it's up to him, like how long he needs. Commentary. In Ashuri script, the script used in writing the Sefer Torah, of the letter ches, there is a protrusion that points upwards, hinting to Hashem's sovereignty. It's very interesting. It's like a crown. And protrusion is like a crown. Even over the heavens. Shulchan Aruch 61:6. Okay.
Wait. So is a ches? Is there supposed to be like a gargle on the back of your throat when you do it, or is it? Yeah. There is supposed to be.
Yes. Okay, so you're right. Yeah. Continue. With regard to letter dalet, he should also draw it slightly. Echod. So, but it should be dalet should be like very clear. There is dalet. Commentary. The Mishnah Brura 61:18, who cites Maggid Abraham, who gives the exact timing for how long each letter should be pronounced. Okay. So this dalet should be long enough to think that the Holy One, blessed be He, is the only one in His world, and that He rules over the directions of the world. The letter dalet is a numerical value of 4, so meaning 4 corners of the world. So okay, so basically some people what they do, they point to their eyes, this side. I mean, if you're not sure what you're doing, so better not to do it. So just think that he's a king. He's in all four corners of the world.
Rabbi, if you didn't have Kavanah for the first pasuk, after the fact, do you have to go back?
That's what it says. Yes, but try it's very very try very hard to have Kavanah. Nice, but yes, yeah. Because they say, but you cannot say it out loud, and how can you pronounce this letter in another letter if it's not out loud? So I mean, it creates so somebody he was supposed to fly somewhere, and he was left and he was late for his plane. So it's like disaster. You understand? However, one should be scrupulous to distort the pronunciation of Chas v'shalom. Well, one more time. However, one should be scrupulous not to distort the pronunciation of the word echad, so very clearly, by drawing out slightly some of the letters of the word. For some of the masses distorted. So people, Shulchan said, they distort. How? Some pronounce echad, right? In drawing the middle syllables too long. Echad. I'm not sure how they do it. Echad, right? And some pronounce it as it's in English. Echod. In Hebrew, I think it's echod. Echodeh. I'm not sure. Yeah, I mean in Hebrew it says echodeh. Okay, so it should be one more time. So let's read it in Hebrew so it's easy. So some mass is distorted. Echood. I'm not sure why they would do it echood. So double O, basically, echood. Some pronounce Hebrew. 1 second. Echodeh. I'm not sure how they. Okay, for whatever reason they not echod, echodeh, or echood. Okay, go ahead.
I think the problem is why they pronounce it echodeh is because when you really want to do the dalet, right? you end up doing echod, right? You do a sound at the very end. I think that's what they're talking about.
Okay. There is distorted the proper pronunciation of dalet. Okay, as you said. It is better not to draw out the pronunciation at all than to draw out and distort the proper pronunciation. Okay, so some people, so they say chod, that's it, like short. So if you do not know how to prolong, or you're not sure and you cannot concentrate, so make it short but pronounce all of the letters correct. It is customary to recite the verse of the Shema Yisrael in a loud voice to arouse one's concentration, and to put one's right hand over the eyes while reciting it. Commentary. To prevent one from looking at anything that hinder one's concentration. Shulchan. So basically, why do we cover our eyes? So we cover our eyes so we don't see things like I want like for better concentration. So I'll close my eyes. So I don't look. So all of these distractions come from looking. So I'm not looking anywhere. So I have better concentration. So
why not just close your eyes without touching your
face?
No,
that's what we do. We close our eyes and help with the hand. So double guard basically. Yeah. But in with closed eyes, we roll this side. That I mean, I don't roll, but some people do. And if they don't know what to do, they draw the cross. That's
is that the only part of the prayer to be recited in that way? The rest can be recited with open eyes?
Yes. So the rest what's I'm saying? So sometimes in some prayers for a better concentration and not to have any distraction, they say it's better to close your eyes. For example, I have a specific prayer in mind. When you say Kiddusha, right? When the Chazan say repetition Shmona Esrei, there is a Kiddusha. So they say, close your eyes, don't see any distraction, or look at the Siddur, but don't look around, basically, because the Shekhinah is there. So do one of the two. So that's a second place that I know of when we close our eyes. When it says explicitly, close your eyes or look at the Siddur.
Rabbi, what's it called? So which directions do you go not to make the cross? And like while bowing after Shemona Esrei, during Shemona Esrei?
I have to check in the Mishnah Berurah. I remember learning it, but I mean, somehow I never did it because it's a big warning that people like make mistake. So I'm trying to just to concentrate. So to do it with the eyes, and even everybody, it's like 3 paragraphs away, like ahead of me. That's for me, it's too much pressure. You understand? So I do just minimum requirement, whatever to say to have minimum Kavanah, like minimum whatever is necessary, and that's it.
What do you do after Shemona Esrei though? After Shemona Esrei, is there a problem where you have to take 3 steps back and bow left, right, and forward?
What do you mean? To say Shema at that point?
No, Shemona Esrei. Over there, you have to walk 3 steps back and bow left, right, and forward. Over there, is there a problem with the cross at all? Like
no.
So first you bow left and right.
In that way, so you bow to the left. Why is to the left? You also start from the right, correct?
No, left. Right.
I know that it's left, correct, but in other mitzvahs you also start from the right.
I'm not sure. I have no clue.
No, right. I mean the right side takes precedence, no?
Yeah. Okay.
But here, since you face in the Shekhinah, so you bow to the left, which is his right, whatever his right means, right? And then to the right, which is his left, because like you're standing in front of the Shekhinah. So it's not cross. And then you bow in front. Okay, continue. After reciting the words Echad, we pause slightly. Since the primary acceptance of sovereignty of the heaven is found in a verse of the Shema Yisrael. So after we said that, basically that's enough. Technically, right? I mean, we're going to say more, of course, but Shema Yisrael, HaShem Elokeinu HaShem Echad. Okay, and recite quietly. Baruch Shem Kvod Malchuso L'Olam V'ed. Blessed is the name of the glorious kingdom for all eternity. So commentaries say it is recited quietly that it is a song of the angels, and it is not proper for mortal to recite the song openly. Right? See Tur 690, see Pesachim 56a, Mishnah Brura 61:30 for another reason. So basically, but it's the most commonly given reason, because it's what Malachim say. But they say when there is a Yom Kippur, right? So we all like Malachim. We all fast. We all invite and stuff like that. So we say, everybody say like loud, but it's only during the Yom Kippur. It says okay. I just remember we just had Yom Kippur. Except on Yom Kippur, when his sentence is recited aloud. Commented. On this day we recite Baruch Shem Kvod Malchuso L'Olam V'ed aloud, since on Yom Kippur the Jewish people are considered to be on the level of angels. Mishnah Brura. Okay. And this one also concentrates, and one must also concentrate on the meaning of the words when recited the sentence. So one more time the translation of the verse. Blessed is the name of the glorious kingdom for all eternity. And just since we on this sentence, so I want to just add. So every time when we did the wrong bracha, for example, I want to eat carrot, right? And I say, blessed HaShem for the fruit of the tree, which is wrong bracha, so I cannot, that does not cover carrot. So I have to say, Baruch Shem Kvod Malchuso L'Olam V'ed. So by accident, I lower the name of HaShem in this world, because I say bracha in vain. So I have to say, apologize, and restore it. And how do I restore it? I says, blessed is his name, right? And his glory and kingdom for all eternity. So every time we say this wrong bracha, and we did not fix it, we have only 1.5 to 2 seconds to fix it, right? So I say, Bare Pri Ho-Eitz, right? No, Bare Pri Ho-Dama. So in 1 second, 1 and 2 seconds, I fix it, so there is no problem. But if it took me like 3 seconds, so after 3 seconds, I cannot fix it. So I said, blessed is the name of his glorious kingdom for all eternity. And I say the correct bracha. Yeah, Israel, bracha.
Yes, is there a bracha for food that cover every kind of food and drink?
Yes.
And what?
Okay, so I in Hebrew it's shihakol nihye b'zvirot, but in English I think it's by whose word everything came into being, into existence.
So we can say that to avoid messing up with the brachot.
Only if you do not know. So if you know that the carrot is a fruit of the ground, so you cannot say shechakol. Basically, you have to say it's a fruit of the ground. Some things that you do not know, there is a mix. I don't know, like puree. I have no idea what is it. Maybe it's meat. Maybe it's eggs. Maybe it's, I don't know, fruits. Maybe vegetable. Maybe potatoes. I have no idea. But somebody told me that it's kosher, so I say shechakol and I can eat.
And the olive is what kind of blessing is the olive fruit?
For fruit, we say.
And I know the tree of olive. How?
No. For all of the fruit of the tree, we say what is it for?
Create.
No, I know, but in
Blessed
English.
HaShem who creates the fruit of the tree. That's how it is.
Okay, so blessed is HaShem who creates the fruit of the tree.
I think he has olive. olive, not olive.
Aleph is still it's the same bracha.
So Rabbi, I think I heard specifically. I think it was in Stump the Rabbi, where Rabbi Reuven says that if you don't know the bracha, if you don't know, don't eat it at all. Don't make shackle. Don't eat it. End the story. Don't eat it until you find out.
Okay. I mean that's the proper approach. But if he's in such a situation, that's all he has. You understand? But the rule I would say would be one time. So one time you do not know, but second time just find ask people before putting into your mouth anything. Ask people what's going on. So like most of the time we have packaging, right? And it says on packaging, it says ingredients. Yeah, that's how you have to know what you're eating. For example, I'll give you this example. So there is one, not one. There is some barbecue sauce, right? Kosher OU, but they have anchovies in them. So anchovy is a fish, right? So it gives this special flavor. So from some time ago, I'm not sure. Like I used to get all these emails from you, but I cannot just follow. That's too much for me. So and they established they're going to put OU fish. They're not going to put OU paref, no, OU fish. So basically, even though it's less than 1/60 ingredients, so they say it's still not allowed to use with meat because for sure there is fish. You understand? So there's barbecue sauce. So we use it, for example, with vegetables. There is no problem. We use it with fish. If you fry fish and you put on the side some barbecue sauce, you can dip into the sauce. There's a problem. Understand? So okay, so we try to be careful. Yeah, go ahead.
Rabbi, question. So let's say someone says Recitation HaShem, right? And he says Malachim Ha'olam. Okay, let's say he says angels Ha'olam instead, right? He made the mistake. And so a second later, he wants to say it again. So let's say he says Baruch Hashem again, right? Baruch Hashem. Does the second time you say Hashem count as Hashem's name in vain or no?
It depends how he say. If he said that Hashem a Malach, I mean I don't know, like angel, not the king of the world. So this first bracha is in vain, basically. Yeah, you understand? So he must say second bracha. But the way to avoid it, the way to avoid all this, not all, but not avoid, like the way to fix it. So say bracha on something that for sure requires different bracha. Like for sure you didn't mean to, like it was in your refrigerator and you didn't mean to eat it and stuff like that. You understand? So on that, so, or for example, you said the bracha on the tea and you made the mistake, stuff like that. So stop drinking this tea, right? Stop drinking and take something that requires shechakol, same blessing as a tea. Could be a piece of candy or whatever you take, right? And or water, whatever. Water is not a good example. Sorry, some other liquid, and they say shechakol, and you have in mind to have this tea also. So don't say that's the best solution instead of like saying in another blessing with that tea in all of the questionable situations. You understand? So not everybody agrees. So I mean, maybe it depends on exactly how he said it. So maybe there some authorities say that after the fact he does not have to repeat it. But if he takes something that original bracha did not cover, all authority agree that he does the right thing. Understand? So that's what we're trying to satisfy all of the authorities. Okay, continue. Okay. And one must also concentrate on the meaning of the words when reciting the sentence, meaning that blesses Hashem and blesses His glorious kingdom forever and ever.